Welcome Scorpios. Welcome to Kiki's Doorway. Let's see what your soulmate wants to relove for November 8th to November 10th. Now, when we think about soulmates, for me, I feel like when my soul or when a person's soul connects to another person's soul, and it feels like you're talking and connecting to a best friend, to a mother, your father. It's like talking to a grandmother, grandfather, uncle, an aunt, cousin, just in that person. And it feels like home for me. It feels like I can be myself around that person, and they could be themselves around me. So, let's see what's going on. God, Gaia, God, Goddess, Mother, Father. What does Mr. and Miss, or what does Miss and Mr. Scorpio soulmate want to be loved for November 8th to November 10th? To be loved. Okay, got a bonus. See. Okay. What actions will they be taking mentally, physically, emotionally? So, what's on your thoughts is your emotions. Mr. and Miss Scorpio, you and your soulmate. That is your main focus, your emotions. What actions will they be taking? Okay. Let's see. All right. Emotions. Now it's understandable. Emotions. When we think of our fathers, like any human being, it can become very emotional because we have both positive and negative experience, and uplifting and grounded understanding of father figures or father in our lives, or even our interpretation of source. Whether you are in spirituality or you're in any religion, each one has interpretation of source. So, masculine Scorpio, you and your soulmate have met as a father figure to others, to children, to people. You and your soulmate hold structure, hold leadership, but hold nurturance and understanding, but in a firm, fixed manner. This is what you and your soulmate have experienced in past lives. This could have been where you and your soulmate were, where you were the child and your soulmate was your father, or you were the father and your soulmate was your child in your past life. That bond helps you to understand even your present life right now, how you use father or masculine principles or energy in your life. Feminine Scorpios, you and your soulmate have met as communal living. You have met in helping the community how to cultivate. What does that mean to you, feminine Scorpios, in cultivating within the community? If I have soil and I have sticks, I can make now a sticks into ladders, or I can make now a tree into a ladder, or I can make soil into cement, into something solid, and then I could turn this brick into an actual house. This is what I felt in my mind's eye, and your influence in the past lives has been for people in your community or people that you have lived in the community with. You and your soulmate are cultivators for civilizations. How you emotionally cultivate. Masculine Scorpio, how you emotionally cultivate is by using the house of Libra, and it's all about how you have received and given the world, how you have given of yourself and received in which you have given to people in your life. This will show you why people have seen you and see you now in the present as a father figure, as someone to be guided by, to be instructed by, to lean on, or to learn from. And you're using your life experience, masculine Scorpios, as a template to show a significant life event that you hold solutions, that you and your soulmate have powerful revelations that all can lead to changes, not for you, but people in your world, even around the world. So it's time to spread your wings, masculine Scorpios. Feminine Scorpios, you have learned how to tap into your emotions by becoming the Four of Water. And the fourth house is all about the Cancerian house. So before you became your Scorpio self, which is all about the unknown, you had to be of the water and know what it means to nurture your body, to nurture your mind, to nurture how you felt even in the waters. Because like water, if it's not managed, can it become toxic? This, from that thought alone, you're realizing that a missed opportunity might have been the perfect opportunity to miss at that time. And now when mapped towards it again, or when that experience may occur in a different view or a different stage, know that now you will be more foundationally set to set momentum to that, to momentum to how you're going to cultivate. So the discontentment that you are feeling is okay. It means that discontentment gives us a reaction to say, what do I want to make a content? And when you start to delve into that emotions of what makes you discontent, if that means emotionally playing it out or writing it out or intuitively thinking of it out, you will see the contentment on how to bring out cultivation in a more beautiful manner rather than feel boring to you. So open your eyes to any possibility where you can express who you are in cultivating that you feel as beauty and not boredom. If it's boring, don't do it, Scorpio. Don't do it. Don't do it. Masculine Scorpio, you and your soulmate are becoming that unification in not just for yourself, which was felt earlier, but for the world, for people in your world that can use your expertise in how to be that father figure in their lives as well, and how they can use their life's experience to become them in themselves a father figure or authority figure, or take on that energy that they can use in their daily lives. And you're seeing how these changes that you're setting forth, or the changes that you're instructing others to partake in, can in fact bring up traditional viewpoints. Yes, because father, like was mentioning earlier, is seen in so many views. But bringing these views up for discussion and using these discussions as methods. Why would you want to use those discussions as a method? Because as you're hearing the discussion, you'll see that it has pattern. Everyone that's talking or discussing has a core value or core meaning. Different words, but core. I can say I love, but how I show I love, those are 5 ways. But the core is love. Once you realize that core and what is being discussed as a viewpoint, masculine Scorpio, you and your soulmate will see the spiritual organizations that were needed even in our past lives to have been birthed for us to see and use as a compass in the now. So if that means seeking out mentors that resonates with you or connects to where you're heading towards, now's the time to do that. And even like-minded friends as well. Feminine Scorpios, you and your soulmate are becoming that anchor, that ace of how you communicate what you hold as a foundation to issues of cultivation. Feminine Scorpios, you and your soulmate has understand by going to the Cancerian house of what does it mean to cater and nurture how you feel about this important matter to you, even in your past life, that it is occurring in your present, that now you can communicate how you have used, Miss Scorpio, communal or the community in your service, and how you have used your emotions and intuitions to help give different services to your community. Now you're going to start vocalizing what you will serve as a service to your community, and what are the other services that you can provide to your community. When you do that, brilliant new ideas will take place for you and your soulmate, and inspirations from others will be coming to you to keep moving in that direction. So seeing the truth in the situation is necessary, Miss Scorpio. When you see the truth in a situation, and a situations, what does it mean to have a situation? This is what is going to give you an answer in how communities are cultivated in the first place. So a challenging beginning will give you a courageous act to move forward. And both masculine and feminine Scorpios, the reason why your emotions is tied into this is because in your past life you have experienced being imprisoned or slave for either connecting people to what they truly love and value and how to cultivate. And maybe some people in your past life did not like that you did that, not because it was wrong. Masculine and feminine Scorpio wasn't. It was so right that to this day we use these same foundations to make buildings, to make skyscrapers, to make elevators and everything else. But it was because sometimes when you are great at something doesn't mean someone else is great, and they might feel like you're taking from them. So now in this life, masculine and feminine Scorpios, you're going to be showing people how to get out of self-imprisonment. How to get out of self-imprisonment, meaning each of us have ways to cultivate. No one is better than the other. You might be bolder to show your skills before another. Does not mean that you're always going to be bold like another isn't at that time. Someone that is not bold will become bold because they had to experience not being bold. That feeling of not standing up when you knew you could present something. Now, learning both sides of that, Scorpio, you'll show people how to break out of that self-imprisonment and how not to enslave people when they're showing their gifts too. Until we meet again, masculine and feminine Scorpios, you and your soulmate are becoming the unification of what it means to cultivate, and how communities are not just our community, but our family. Another interpretation of our family. And just like our family, don't we want to provide for them the best way we can? So, whenever you get a chance, look within the description box below. I always leave a paragraph or a message for us to use as a template or something to simmer on in thought. I love you. I love you. Mr. and Miss Scorpio. We will see you on the other side.